Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We'll continue along with the modeling portion of the illustration right now, basically partway through Ibuki. That's it at the end of last time. We're basically just going to not do the head motion until I feel like it kind of needs it in the animation portion, which basically means there's a 50-50 chance of not doing it. Basically, it's just, does it feel good or does it not feel good? The current argument is that I don't think it adds too much, but if it feels too stiff, then we just end up adding it later anyway. So if we don't need it, then ideally I'd like to skip on it because that just saves a whole bunch of time. But regardless, I'm going to continue with moving on to her hair pieces here, which include the ribbon up top. We're just going to do a basic bounce. We are going to take into account that she is a little bit tilted to one side. But apart from that, we're not going to care too much about gravity all in all. I'm actually thinking whether I need to separate the left and right a little bit just to make gravity play a bit more nicely, or whether I could just do it entirely in the parameters. It's not really noticeable. It's probably not enough of a change to really warrant it, but go ahead and categorize everything here. It's like what, like this. Some more pieces there were, right? Down here. And then also should be a shadow here, right? Was there another shadow? There's a shadow here. I can see the shadow. Are they all in here? That's the other question. They should be, because otherwise they're just being part of here somewhere. Oh, that's one, that's two. Okay, that should be two of them. Alright. One. And then should be you, and then you. Like that. Oh, I have two shadows for all of these parts. Hilarious. Well, let's hope that doesn't cause a problem. Oh, her ears in here. I always put the ears in with the hair. The rest of the pieces shouldn't need to move, while the braids do. Okay, so we're going to do basically the same general motion here, just do the bounce on all of the pieces here. Man, can I bounce both the bow part on the top and the end bit on the bottom at the same time? That's probably going too wild. Alright, we'll go a one. Alright, 1, 2, and then I'm gonna be lazy. Alright. As long as I can understand it's good enough. Alright, do I want to alter the deformer a little bit? I think I am actually going to just go make it fit the shape a little bit better. I'll just leave it like that for now. Alright, so that is something like that. Then these are basically physics pieces, so I think we're going to go ahead and how should we color these? What happens if I take her? I mean, how different is this from her like hair color? If I do it like this. I think I only realistically need a bounce. Alright, I'm going to try do a two-sided thing twice. Oh wait, you blend. Also, one thing to note, we're making all these blend shapes instead. It means that I could just slap the if head motion is eventually necessary, I can literally just slap it on top and it doesn't really matter. Let's grab you. Go out as positive. Yeah, go out as positive. Alright, make a snapshot and then I actually want to just glue that down because I literally shouldn't move. Actually, let me see if I can glue that down. What would be the best way to do this? Because technically this isn't moving, so I can literally just get rid of all of this. Like, this inside bit doesn't matter. Then what we can do is we can grab, like, this portion, copy that, go into here, just paste that in. Then we can tell this to, right into here, bind that. Then we can tell the glue to red. And that should make it so that this should just not be able to yank at all. Whoop. Like this should, yeah, this should just be stuck to it now. Oh yeah, frame. I need to get out of the way for a bit. You're right. Yeah. Want the down to be very snuggle. It's basically already resting on her head. I was wrong about eye today. Oh wait. Oh, wait. Alright, we'll just go with that for this part. We'll do the same thing to this piece here, where we'll basically just get the points to line up with the I actually don't need this many points in here. Get the points to line up in here. Get you out of here. Then we'll go... somewhere around here, right? This one? No. Out. You. So shit, okay, yeah. Alright, just do it like that for now. Okay, what do I want to do here? So for these, I think we only want the negative, or not the negative, the second, whatchamacallit, physics parameter here. So basically when this lifts, kind of want this to flop up a little bit. Alright, what do we want to do with this? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hum, 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 hum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, do I want to do the under pieces with separate ones? Alright, then do I want to go 2x2 or do I go 2x3? Hum, 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 hum. Well, don't do that. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Whoop. Hum. Yeah, we'll look at that. I don't want to separate this from the bit at the top. Well, don't do that. Bum, 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 bum. Ha. Hmm. Ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-bum. Hum, hum. Bum, bum. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-bum. Bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum, bum. Alright. It's really nice that chase more or less straight on. I could just do these pieces as is. Ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-bum. Bum-bum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Bum-ba-ba-bum-bum-bum. Hum, hum, hum. Bum, 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 bum. Hum, hum, hum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hum, hum, hum. Bum. Indeed. What kind of measuring stick are you using? Let's go with that, and then we'll go that. Alright, go with that, and then we'll go this piece doesn't even move. Alright, Alright, we'll bring that in. Okay. Then we want to do this, and we want to let's go like that. Can I lift this nicely? about as nice as it's going to be. Alright. Alright, the shadow that I've made here is just one thing, right? Pretty much? Yeah. That's good. So this is with this. These two are one piece. Then this. Ah, right. This should behave for the most part. That is not the right side, that is the left side. Yikes. Okay. Go with that. Okay, then go with that. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, go 1, 2, and can I give that a nice flick? Not really. About as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, there's no way you can full range of that. Alright, you. Okay, so the shadow sticks out a little bit further than it's supposed to, so you have to be a little careful of that. Actually, can solve that by just doing this. Is that too much? Alright, then we'll go through here. I should be able to do this about. Pull up, pull down. As long as that's synced up, that doesn't really matter too much. Live with that. All right. That's not gonna move. Alright, what do I want to do with the braid? Alright, you 2 by 3. 3. Alright, what's the best way to deal with this? Alright, one there, then into here, do that. Oh wait. Hum. See how well that behaves once all the motions moving everything together. These are like extremely large pieces. That's probably pulling too much. Alright, just go with that for now. That's not fun. Alright, I want to mess with her mouth a bit more. Alright, let's mess with. Actually, no, I don't need to mess with her mouth right now. I need to mess with the hands. Where's the body? Bum, ba, 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 bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum. Then we go actually go from here into 1, 2. Bum, ba, ba, bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum, bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum, bum. Ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. Ba, bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Okay, the arm is not going to move, then oh no, the arm is not going to move forward or backwards then. Ba, ba, bum. Ba, 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 bum. It's probably better to use rotation deformers here. Use rotation deformers and then merge that into the warp deformer. Otherwise I need to glue down to the shoulder here. Where's the shoulder? We glue this and this point down. But then we don't use a full 2 torso, then we should be able to yank this across, right? Hmm. 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 Ba, ba, bum. Hmm. 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 Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. Ba, 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 bum, bum. Hum, hum, hum. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Should I separate this from left and right? Ba, bum, bum. Bum, ba, 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 la, bum, ba, ba, bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Bring this out further. Hum, 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 hum. Then we want to do 1, 2. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. Oh, that could be fixed once it's a deformer instead. That should increase the range of the motion here a little bit. I'll still change it off rotation deformers because I just get nervous whenever I'm using them. Bum, bum, bum. Hum, ba, ba, bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Alright, should fingers sway in the same direction, or should it be in and out like scissors? Or do I just need to attach a separate physics parameter to switch the hands around to create the to support the movement? That's also a thing that could be considered. Ba, ba, bum. Ba, 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 bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. I don't want to do it. Out in? Yeah, out in. Ba, bum. Ba, bum. Ba, bum, bum. Hum, hum, hum. Ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. Should actually maybe just use the same exact thing on the other side too. Ba, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum. Hum, 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 hum. Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Hum. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum. Hmm? Oh. Ba, ba, bum, bum. Ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. Ba, ba, bum. Ba, bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Ba, bum, bum. Ba, bum, bum. Ba, bum. Oh, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum. Hum, hum. Bum. Something like that. Go with that for now. Hum, hum, hum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Up, that's a rotation deformer. I need a pull deformer here. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. I don't want to do this. Bum, 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 bum. Indeed. Hello, by the way. Bum, 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 bum. Whoop. What do I want to do with the wings? Were her wings that big? I think her wings are like a little smaller. Did I do this wrong? Up, 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 bum, 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 bum. But anyways, welcome to the stream. Going for some motions right now for what's going to be an animated illustration. What do I call this? Not really good, anything good to say here is this. Just wing move, good enough. Alright, we'll set that to left, right. That's provided I do a decent job of it. That is the goal for this piece right now. What do I do? We'll go in and out, positive in, negative out. Yeah. Yeah, sure, got that. Alright, so we want to pull this in. What are we looking at? We're looking. How nicely can this just like pull inwards? If I go. A little bit like that. Maybe a small motion, so that's not the biggest problem, but looks a little weird. Also, this is already partially out of frame. Actually, no, this would be moving away from camera. What am I doing? Should be going this way. That does not look right. Oh god, pull this back in. Actually, no, this should be going in, and then this should be going out. Because this should be moving in the circular motion here. That. Oh, yikes, that's not it. Let me just try and picture this in my head. If a bat wing is one joint into another joint that is curved like this, when it moves away, it will the whole thing needs to just swish backwards. Okay, let's try this again. First off, let's just make a copy of that, do that, just set it back to default. So when this happens, this needs to go in. This needs to go in. Too much? Too much. Let's try it about here. Let's go a little bit like that. This is probably too much, dude. Let's go about here. I can live with that. Alright. Where's wing number 2? So we want 2. In. Why does that look so much better on the other side? That's crazy. Alright, I'll go... Wait, what am I doing? You go in, because you're pulling away from the viewer. I can live with that. Alright, what do I want to do with her tail? I'm going to need to unlock the default here, because we need to jam her tail into... Oop, that's what I do. Into her butt, which is about here. Then we want to... Well, this will just be less of a pain to do by using rotation deformer. Hold up. Tail. Grab a tail, pin it onto the tail. Let's just grab this, just pin it onto the bottom here so I know exactly where this is. This is just what, right across, right? Okay, so now I can just shift this around using this. Her tail should be about there. Then we want to should I have done this in 2 parts? Actually, 2 parts is irrelevant because the bit going down from her tailbone is there a shot of Ibuki in her swimsuit from the back? Does her tail come out of the swimsuit or does it go under the swimsuit? Like down under the loose parts? because that technically would vary the height by quite a bit. But I actually don't need most of this thing, do I? Hold on, let me sit down. Alright, let's just you out of the way. Do I have a good way of shortening this thing? I mean, I could technically just pull it down and just work with it from like here-ish. Because if it goes down and then up, looking at more at this kind of height, but we can't see majority of it, so we could just kind of treat it as though it's coming up from like this point and it doesn't really matter. Better than trying to bend the absolute shit out of this thing. Or I could bend the whole thing and then treat it as the default shape. That's also a choice. Okay, let's make a copy of this just so that I have a backup. Let's be smart about this. Okay, there's a backup. Then I like bend this thing. If I'm gonna bend it, then I don't technically need parts of this, do I? I bend it on the mesh layer, I bend it on the former layer. Should really be bend on the mesh layer. Alright, let's give this a let's go here. Let us go one. Oh. Just get out of this mode. So basically we can say that say that the tail itself, can I turn this off for a bit? Oh, that's not good. Say that her tail literally just like flicks out from behind her or something like this. Honestly, the bit that you can't see really doesn't matter. So I guess I probably should fuss-lit over it. It could just literally be that. I can actually work with that. That's actually not a problem. Then if we get rid of you and you, go back with the tail. And then we work with a warp deformer here. And then using the segments here, I can actually move this independently to the whole thing by basically saying that the root of the tail, which is like about here, is like one section, and then the bit that's actually the spade and the tip is another section within the deformer, and that should allow me to keep this bit still while moving this bit around. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, we'll try and work on that. Alright, let's just do wings and tails in the same order, so I don't have to go looking for this. But she doesn't have like a crazy long tail, so don't want to do like this weird S-bend in the middle of the tail. So we just do it this way, where we should be able to just go bop 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 go bop, 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 and just go boink like that. And then here we just like switch this in a little bit, like deform this a little bit, and then here we just switch this out a little bit. And that should give it a little bit of extra swish to it. Or we can add it separately. Actually, maybe we'll add a little extra swish. Oh, wait. Just add a little bit extra onto the ends here where we want to go. Whoop, whoop, like that. Just like a little bit extra. And a little bit extra this way. Onto the end, and that should help the swishing a little bit. Alright, go with that. Okay, the tail is now in place. What else do I need to make sure of her body overall? So I need to separate the body and the head for the breathing again. Should I separate that from the leg? Leg? Yeah, let's actually separate those from the legs. How do I separate those from the leg? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. How much does this swing need to swing to? Where is it? Here. Here. Just swing. It should just go side to side, not back and forth. Yeah, back and forth probably look a little bit weird. Alright, then if that's the case, then we can go Can I do them all on the same parameter here? Number one I can. Because what I literally want to do is I want to go and then we also want to just juice the motion up top a little bit. Then from there we want to still on this, but just anchored a lot lower, right? So we want to go like and then we want to grab this in piece here. Actually, don't want this to still influence it. Could do it like that. So we grab this specifically on the third one and go. Oh yikes! Okay, let's not do that. Just on this final piece. We'll just wiggle that. Record. Okay, I don't know why I'm stumbling over so much today. I just wiggle the in piece there. That's out of frame, so honestly, it looks a little bad. It doesn't matter. Okay. Let's go back up to here. Right border. Whoop. I say pupil, but it's really the iris. Okay, where is it? Alright, you into let's go from 4 directions like that. Where's the other one? Alright, 1, 2 into here. Then we just want to go out, out. Probably yanked it way too much, but it's fine. Then in. We'll miss a little bit more, that doesn't look quite right. Then we want to grab highlight. Probably better just do it this way. We'll just go whip, whip, and then go like this and go what? And we're not going to use the full motion of that. Alright, then I need to mess with the mouth a bit more, don't I? Add a mouth form. Probably not going to use the full range here, but actually no, just use these two, right? Basically, when this is like this, then actually I want to go grab this and then we'll just put it onto here, just so I can reshape. Reshape this again. And we want to do this basically while this is on. Alright, time to try something stupid. Alright, so basically while we're doing this, we want this line to Bup, 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 bum. So basically, when this is like this, when this is on, this needs to be off. So this is on here, so we'll turn this off here. I mean, that's all it like technically needs, so just leave it at that. Alright. Is that good enough for Ibuki for now? Alright, next. Wait. How much body does Satsuki actually have? It's just body breasts. Oh dear. The rest of it is all kid. No Halo because Halo was out of frame. Alright, let's see. From here to here. Then all of these shadows. The many different shadows. Then 1, 2, 3. Those are earrings. Okay, so unlike the other two, I think for Satsuki are actually gonna need actual motion here on the head. Alright, does that look a bit better now that the eye is now inside socket? Alright. We'll just start the basics here. We'll just go ahead and do some eye motion. Slash. Actually, I don't want to do this before I do, because if I do the eye as a whole, then alright, let's make folder. Let us get color. You can be this color. My defaults weren't locked. Time to have a good old surprise when I find something that's not moving the way it's supposed to. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Hum. Ba-bum-bum. Hum. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Ba-ba-bum-ba-bum-ba-bum. Hum. Hum. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Bum-ba-bum-bum-bum. Bum-ba-ba-bum-ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-bum. Hum. Bum-ba-bum-ba-bum. Bum-ba-bum-ba-ba-bum. Oh, there, how you doing? Oh, just set that there. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Working through the motions for a animated illustration right now. Doing some basic motions here with just some eye motion. I just don't like that. Whoop, wrong, that's the wrong button. I'll just save that for now. Alright, then we want to wear mouth. I changed the glue on these? Okay. Alright, folder. That's been going fine, I reckon. Been beautifully stumbling over words a lot today, but apart from that. Whoop. Alright, you, more divisions. Okay, first up, where is Ibuki insurance? Oh. Well, that's a slight issue. Oh, I'm suffering from the line being too short again. That's a problem. Bum, 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 bum. This will probably be better if I just reduce the size of the freaking mouth inside bit. Don't actually want to open her mouth that far. I don't know why I made this big. Let's be real. We don't need any of this. Is not the best way to go about fixing this, but we don't need any of this. Then we just tell the teeth to the teeth and the tongue to clip to the mouth inside. Actually, does that work? It does. Okay. All right. The line is not long enough. That's. Oh, I need to look this up. Just give me a moment. Let me just dig out. I feel like there was like a way that purposely curved her mouth to kind of pronounce her lips. But, oh, Satsuki. We want to. Okay, we want to dip. I need to move the teeth a bit more here, a little bit, right? Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. Ba, bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. Hmm. Ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. Ba, bum, bum. Ba, bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, ba, bum. Okay, he's doing this later, right? Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Bum, ba, la, bum, bum. Ba, ba, bum. Ba, la, ba, bum, ba, la, ba, 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 la, bum. Ba, 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 la, ba, bum, ba, bum. Hmm. Ba, ba, la, ba, bum, ba, bum. Bum. Oh, that would have been a long time ago. Was that when I tried to do the? Oh yeah, that was when I tried to shock week in a week, and that was definitely not happening. That was a long time ago. She was still active at that time as in Hololive. Oh wait, I think that was like close to a year before she retired. That's the one. Still regret not finishing that, and I lost the file, so I can't even go back to it. So let's bring this in a bit, I think. Let's keep that inside the pull that around a little bit. I mean, that was definitely one of the larger projects I tried at the time. I mean, it's kind of closer to what I'm doing nowadays. Because at the time, I was doing, was it week-long things? Now I'm doing I'm upping it to a month-long thing so I can try and do bigger projects. But trying to do a full illustrated animation in a week was definitely a choice at the time. Not sure what I was on, but that was certainly one heck of a choice. You know, I think that was also one of those projects that... How'd that project start? Oh, right, the project... Like, the Gura piece started because I turned on YouTube and I think it was, the SpongeBob official channel was doing their Shark Week themed episode live broadcast thing, and I started from there. Yeah, that was certainly very much how I decided on what I was working on back then. I think it's like what, in July or something. At least now I try to find something to work on that isn't as spontaneous. Alright, just stick that into there, give that this. Need to give this a vertical as well, but that could wait. Don't know if I like the way I'm doing this. Do I need to lift this more? You know, I do have to say, I'm actually more amazed how I feel like I still see more Gura fan art than majority of the currently active members just still being pushed out. I mean, she's still active, technically, so... I mean, I did have a good old giggle when, people were complaining about how she still chose to have a model that was, as people like to put it, not appropriate enough for them. It's like, bruh, like, why the fuck do you care? Bu- bu- bum. Bum, bu- 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 bum. That ain't it. I actually got like these. I had to increase the divisions there. Bu- 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 bum. Okay, I can live with that for a bit. Alright, where is... Oh, I should do brow first. Brow. Somewhere about here, we'll just go meh. It's not the clearest part in the world because it's very behind here, so I'm not going to be overly careful with it. Probably should be a little bit more careful with it, but... I'll just set that there and I'll change it again if it pisses me off. Let's go... Whoa, 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 don't grab that point. Feels a little weird. Where nose? Nose. Okay, so bridge of nose ends up, what, like about here? You're like further out, right? You're like... Let's just say about there for now. Alright, where mouth? Should be able to do this as a whole, right? Or it should... Okay, let me try and be a little bit cheap with what I'm doing here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go mouth shape. I want to just make a smaller deformer here, so it's not like overly large. But then we're still going to chuck all of this in here. And let me just see if the fact that the deformer is not encasing all of this is going to become a problem or not. Because ideally, I should still be able to move it around. I can already see a seam opening, so that's fun. Well, that seam's always there. Why is that seam always there? I can see a little bit of the mouth just sticking through. Honestly, there's no point of this being so wide. It's just like way wider than I actually needed to be. You know what? We don't need any of this. Okay, that might be a little bit too much. Will go out right here. So going like this, so this will pull inwards. This needs to pull towards there, this needs to go this way. This go down, this down, this... Not up that much, this up a bit more. This down a bit more, this down a bit more, this across a bit more. Okay, do I have the willpower to start the hair right now? Not really. How much time do I have left? About 10 minutes. Let's do some breast physics. Alright, don't have to do too much time there, so let's just finish up on this. Just grab this for physics layers. And we're doing this based on my vague memory of how to do breast physics, because honestly, I don't do these very often. But the more curves you put onto a character, the worse I am at dealing with proportions. But at the very least, I have a vague idea how this works. Oh, we go. This is we'll go this way, and then we'll go bounce. The names actually have no meaning; it's just how I recognize it. Then we'll go for here. We'll go press, and then we'll go to 3x2. We're purposely going to make the deformer roughly aim the deformer on top of the nipple here. But that just generally should help control the shape. So customize this a little bit, and then we should be able to go out. This is one giant piece, so it's not going to be as nice as if this was all separated out. Alright, how about we just yank this back in so that the strap still aims towards the neck, but everything else does not need to. Then we want to pull this in. This is like partially behind Ibuki, so I'm just... There's definitely a bit of that's like not going to be as nice as it probably should be. Okay, make sure that this doesn't start strangling her neck. Just make sure that bit stays in place. The fun bit is that I can actually test the physics as well. I won't be using physics per se, but I can still test whether the theoretical part worked in the physics system. So have a play around with it just to make sure it's like doing the right thing, maybe. Left group. So just bounce downwards. Man, this is like moving way more than I thought it was. Okay, I'll just keep it there for now. I do have like 2 sets of breasts, so I think I should probably test. But you know what? Let's have a look at this. We'll just say, how do you do this again? Because it's basically just corners, right? How did I do the other set? I didn't do blade shapes, I think, up here, did I? Eye, mouth, body. I didn't know I did parameters. Technically, doing a blade shape should basically corner it immediately. How do you do breast shake? in the physics. I actually can't remember how to do this. Was that force equals what's K? It's K. I've been out of school for way too long. I just need to remember how to actually set this up. That's actually a slight thing. Oh right, I need to just have a parameter that. Let me just make an input parameter just to test this. We just need a raw parameter here. Oh. Let me just chuck this to the top. We'll just treat this as an input parameter. Should be a position thing. We want to go single pendulum, I think. Man, it's been so long since I've done any kind of race physics. I see. I don't know how relevant that is to the physics engine in this, but I'll just throw this on and just see if I can figure it out. Alright, we'll just tell input to follow the mouse here. Oh, right. These are physics parameters. Oh, that's a problem. I have not set this up correctly. These should be ones, not tens. How do I basically do this? Oh, not that one likes. Okay, I'll fix the rest of this off stream, but for this part, I'll just do this quickly here. Let me just grab this. This is why I should be doing these in blade shapes. Actually, it's probably smarter if I just move this to a blade shape. Okay, so if I do it like that, and then it'll also go into here. Oh, good. Cheers, stopping by. How do I do this on a blend shape? Or do I just need to make new ones? I can't just move this directly, so... Yeah, if I just go you, and just delete you. That's not too far off, I think. It's been a while since I've done this, but that is certainly jiggling. Alright, either way, basically out of time for today, so we'll finish up here for the day. Alright, so, basically, gonna need to add the nodding motion to Satsuki. I don't know if we'll go up, but definitely use the down. Regardless of that, the positive that we're probably not going to use can be used as a way to just restore the default very easily. Even though we're not... Actually, we could just use the center for that, what we're talking about. I will put her horns maybe in view, maybe. But there's no basically treating her head as a whole basically as a bit that you can't really see because it's just behind Chiaki, so it's not that big of a deal. Continue through with the motion modeling, and then once that's done, we'll go to the animation, and then from there we'll just be like, oh damn, that just kind of looks kind of shit, and then we'll go back to the modeling, and then we'll keep looping around and around in that circle until we get to the end. And then by the end of that, this should be an animated illustration. So either way, thank you very much for watching today's session of Live2D modeling. If you want to see more of this, or be subscribed or following, depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like, cause it helps me out, and see you again next time.